Good morning, everyone. Welcome again to another baking video. Today, we're going to make something totally different. Bake a bread. Yes, but how do you bake a bread? Or what do you need to make or bake a bread? Well, flour, yeast, more flour, salt, and water. It's here. And water. And talking about yeast, you can make a bread with a lot of yeast. In this case, this is fresh yeast. You could also use instant yeast, or maybe just a little yeast like this. Yes, come closer. Come closer. This little yeast. And you can also do with sourdough. Today you are making with sourdough, with a lot of sourdough, like this 5 kilograms of sourdough, or maybe just 1 spoon. Yes. 1 little spoon of sourdough. And this is what we're going to do today. So, yes, that's what I said. We are going to use very little sourdough starter. Because it's the same. The thing is that when you use yeast, for example, a lot of yeast, you can do things, or you can bake faster. If you use less yeast, you're going to do it slower. Well, the same happens when you use sourdough starter. If you use a lot of sourdough, maybe you get a bread faster, but it won't be that good. But if you use less sourdough, you're going to get a gorgeous bread, but it's going to take longer. Yeah, when I say longer, it's going to be long. Maybe, yes, 18, 19, 20, 24 hours, maybe one day, but it's really worth it. The bread that we're going to make is excellent. So, talking about the bread, let's see first the recipe. So here is the recipe, as usual. Check all the ingredients: flour, water, sourdough starter, and salt. But if you look closer, the amount of sourdough starter that I am using today is just 2%. Yes, we can use from 0.5 till 2%, which is almost nothing. What I use regularly on a bread is 20% sourdough. And in this case, we're going to use just 2%. We could use also lower. And when I developed this bread long time ago, when I had hair, I call it the minimalist bread. And then I found out that this bread was already invented. And they call it Respecto Spanish. And it's almost the same recipe. So the idea is to use a little bit of sourdough starter and ferment long. And another important thing is that we're not going to cold ferment. We're going to do it at room temperature. So let's begin with the recipe. So we're going to do everything in one bowl. We're not going to knead, and we are going to use the autolyze. Autolyze means that we are going to hydrate the flours, and we're not going to knead at all, and we'll let the flour to hydrate by itself, and then the gluten network will develop by itself. So it's really easy. Okay, so first my phone. Here I have the app that, remember, that you can download for free for Android and iPhone, and it's called Gluten Morgen's Baker's Percentage. Okay, so you download my app, then you add this recipe, and then you'll be ready to start doing the spread. So, okay, let's start with the flour. I'm using, as usual, the Cinque Stagioni from Italy because it's my favorite flour. Because I know that always that I use this flour, I get the same quality. Always the same flour wherever I go. I travel abroad and I do master classes almost all around the world. And I always use this flour because they guarantee me that I'm going to get always the same results, which is really important. So, I'm going to put 950 grams of flour. If you don't have a Cinque Stagioni, or not yet, then you can use the flour that you have. But if you can get the Cinque Stagioni, it's going to be a game changer. Okay, it's almost a kilo flour. 950. Okay, there. Go. There. Perfect. Now, I have some whole wheat flour. If you don't want to use whole wheat flour, you could use the same flour, replace it by the same flour, or you can use spelt or rye, whatever flour you want to use is okay. Okay, let me try this. Now, what else? Salt. Salt goes in there, no problem. And of course, the sourdough starter, which is Nothing. Okay. Take a look at my sourdough starter. It's super active, full of bubbles, and yes, this is all what I'm going to use. Not this, just this. There. Oh, perfect. There. Good. And the final ingredient, water, which I have 840. I'm making a 2-kilo dough, okay? Because I want to make a huge bread. 840. Okay. Ooh, there. Good. So, what I have to do now is just mix using my Danish whisk. Just mix all the ingredients. That's a good thing about this. I'm not going to need at all. And the only thing that we need is time. Yes, we need some time. Well, we can do many things while we wait, right? Well, we have to wait until tomorrow. Well, the idea is to hydrate all the flours. We don't want to see any flour dry, okay? So, mixing, not kneading, so there's no gluten development at all by the moment. And that's what I'm looking for. It is a really lazy bread. This is a really lazy bread. Really easy to do. You can do many things while mixing this, making this bread. The only thing that you need is a little bit of time. Okay, almost done, and I think I've got. Okay, so take a look at this. There is no gluten development by the moment. We just mix everything, and that's all we have to do. So now we have to wait. So let me cover this. And wait. Let me cover this, and then we have to wait. Oh no. 30 minutes. Meanwhile, I don't know. Oh, you're already here. Well, it's been a long day, night. Well, I don't know. But take a look at the dough. It's fully fermented. It's been almost 18 hours. And take a look how much it has grown. Full of air, perfect fermentation, and I think it has double or maybe triple in size. And it's ready to be shaped. So, what do I have to do? And it's semolina, or if you want, you can use flour too, whatever you have. And I'm going to mold this and be ready to shape the bread. Oh. There. Oh. Oh, this is huge. And it's only just 2 kilos. Wow. Is it going to fit this? I don't know. Okay, let me stretch this a little bit. Not degassing it too much. And now I'm going to shape the bread. That is it. It's the same as always. The thing is that we haven't done much yet. Only just nodulized, no kneading, waiting, a few stretching and foldings. And now, well, the next day, we're ready to shape this bread. So, let's start shaping it. Like this. Okay, it's huge. And now, I'm going to do like this because I want this huge bread. Okay. Oof, it's full of air. So let me close this side. This is an original shaping form, okay? I shape breads in many other shapes. This is the original one, which is called... leave in comments which should be the name of this shaping method, okay? But it's going to work. I hope. Okay. I need to do something like this. There. Okay. Little bit of semolina. And now, here too. Get ready. Here comes the flip-flop method. 1, 2, 3. Ooh! Wow. Okay. It's fitting. Like this. Good. And now I'm going to cover it. And we just have to wait. All the fermentation it's already done. Just have to wait till the gluten relaxes a little bit, and then I'll be ready to bake the bread. So I'm going to take this bread for a walk. Meanwhile, okay, come closer. It's been almost 2 hours, and take a look at the bread. It has relaxed. It's completely relaxed, ready to be baked. Here's a little bubble. What it is? Now, let me bring the Dutch oven, which has been in the oven heating for around 45 minutes. At the temperature, really high temperature, 250 degrees Celsius, which is around 480 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? So let me take this out of the oven. And now, also let me need this. And let's open this. Oof. Yes. Perfect. Now here. So I need some semolina on the back of the bread. Some here in the Dutch oven. And it's time to unmold it. I hope it fits the oven. Yes. Oh, yeah. Take a look at this bread. It's beautiful. So now with this lamb, which is this razor blend, super sharp, I'm going to make the scoring. There. Ooh. And take a look at this. Here you can see the fermentation. So this is going to be the crumb. So that means that we had an excellent fermentation. So now what is going to happen? All the water from the bread is going to evaporate, and then it's going to make some steam in here inside the Dutch oven, and that will let the surface of the bread, which is going to be the crust later, to expand and to make, I hope so, that beautiful oven spring in the oven, inside this another oven. Okay, come with me. It's like going to the gym. Okay, in there for around 20 minutes, and then I remove the lid. 20. Okay. Now remember that I had to do something. What? Okay, it's almost time to remove the lid. Just 1 minute. This minute, it's never a minute, right? Just can't believe it. 1 minute. That's this. Oh, okay, good. Oh, there. So time to remove the lid. Let's see what's happening in here. And wow, it's huge. Take a look at this. This is huge. Okay, so let's put it back into the oven for around 30 minutes more. And one more thing. I need to lower the temperature to 230 degrees. Okay, see you in a few minutes. Meanwhile, I have to... Okay, come with me. It's, again, 1 minute left to take this gorgeous bread out of the oven. So, again, the same thing. 1 minute. That is... every time I want to say something, it's ringing. Okay, let's take it out. What? This way. Oh, it's looking beautiful. Look how big it is. Ooh. It's light. Okay, so I put it here. Which way? This way? This way? Which is the best way? I don't know. Okay, I leave it here till it cools down a little bit, and then we open it up. Wow. I have to do something. Okay. It's been 5 seconds since I took the bread out of the oven, but I just can't wait because I have to shoot another video. So let's check it out. How gorgeous and hot is this bread? It's beautiful, and remember that we did it with just 1 little spoon of sourdough starter. That's the key, and of course a lot of time. So let's open it up and see what is going on in here. Beautiful crust, excellent oven spring. Remember that we haven't even kneaded at all. So this bread is beautiful. 2 kilos. Okay, so let me open it. Wow. Lot of thing. Beautiful crumb. Almost done by magic. What do you think? Beautiful. So let me see in comments, what do you think about this incredible new recipe that I've invented long time ago called minimalist bread, or what? Respecto Spanish. I don't know. But this bread is beautiful, and I think I'm going to take this with me today because I have another event night. And remember to subscribe to the channel. You can also see my masterclasses. I have a lot of masterclasses already recorded for you, for your convenience. So watch them. Here's the link. And leave me some comments, like this video, share it, and I'll see you on the next video. And remember, may the gluten be with you. And I had to do something, but I don't recall.